works with people who are excluded from family, home, work or community. We're a homelessness organisation and we do work with folk who are in the streets, but we also get right back upstream to try and stop people getting in that tough reality in the first place. So we have 37 projects in 7 local authorities. We redistribute surplus supermarket food, feeding 5,000 people a week using food that would otherwise go to landfill. We have 5 social enterprises, including a farm with a group of young homeless people who live on the farm and work on that, and the money generated there comes into the organisation. We have an upcycling project. We do food and health teaching so that people can learn to eat, to look after themselves, because that's one of the kind of biggest challenges when you get a flat for yourself. We provide support for people who are in danger of losing their homes. We work with people in the criminal justice system. There's a whole host of those, but actually the best way of telling you about Cyrenians is just to tell you a story of a guy like Arthur, who drives one of the vans that distributes those food to 100 organisations whom we partner with. So Arthur spent 20 years as an alcoholic, unable to deal with his life. He came to us, and after about 3 years, he really has came to a point where he's been able to hold down his tenancy. He's back talking to his family. But what made the difference for him was not the help that we gave him, because actually that wasn't really the issue. What happened was that he discovered he could be a helper, and in that inner transformation, he discovered it was possible to transform himself. We believe, therefore, that we journey with people from a tough reality to a better place. Well, there's really 2 aspects to this. The first is that there is an ever-growing digital divide between those who cannot access technology where they need to be able to get the things that they need. And then there's the opportunities that technology can create to ensure that folk can get things that they couldn't otherwise get. So there is a great deal of talk about how we're becoming a digital society, and that's really helpful in the sense of it's a way in which we're connected in a way we didn't use before. We talk of the global village, and that's becoming a reality, and it's becoming a reality right across countries, whether or not they are economically developed or otherwise, which is quite extraordinary. It allows us to understand the world in a fundamentally different way, because you can always be present anywhere in the world, wherever you are, and that's extraordinary and exciting. That it's people's fault. Those who face poverty is not to blame them, but to stand by them so they can go on a journey where they find the capacity to flourish again. I think that's going to be hugely challenging. I mean, Scotland lives in a tension between, at one level, being incredibly innovative, and you can see the stuff that came out, for example, of Abertay University and all the kind of leading edge stuff that comes out of there, balanced with, well, actually, as a nation, and I don't mean this pejoratively, it's just how we are, essentially quite conservative. We have a capacity, there's a reason why we have a phrase, I been, because that's how we live. And our ability culturally to change, to make sense of and engage with the changes economically that technology will bring, I think will be the biggest challenge that Scotland has. It's not that we can't do it in terms of the technology, it's whether we're willing to engage in the journey that that's going to take us.